Hey folks, good morning. Welcome back to Canada's Boxing Channel. I hope everyone's doing well, having a good day wherever in the world you happen to find yourselves. Yesterday, maybe it was the day before, I made a video about Tyson Fury being in the gym, and lo and behold, Sugar Hill Stewart was in the gym as well. And I suggested that this was teasing a comeback, and I had thought that it would be because he wished to fight Anthony Joshua. He might need a warm-up fight. Somebody suggested Chisora 4 or something like that, which, I mean, this is the man when he was the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, fought Francis Ngannou, who actually almost beat him. Shockingly so. But no, it appears that Tyson Fury has maybe got another target in mind. Now, as I say in the description, beware Morecambe mushrooms, because they are clearly hallucinogenic, causing delusions, no less. Tyson Fury has posted to X, formerly known as Twitter. What a vile place that is. I have an X account, but I rarely go there. It's different. Anyhow, Tyson Fury posted, beat the effer 2-time, and the world knows the truth, with a little. I thought at first, because I didn't have my reading glasses on, that they were, you know, moose antlers. But anyhow, it's apparently some sort of emoji to show that it's truth. Anytime, any place. Sucker, but it's spelt wrong. So I'm not sure if it's sucker or summer. Tyson Fury, possibly displaying his cultural heritage. UK next time, 100k people. So it would appear from this missive that Tyson Fury believes that he won the 2 fights he had with Olexander Usyk. Now, I understand that there are dyed-in-the-wool Tyson Fury fans who will believe anything the man says. Then there are ordinary people who see Tyson Fury as being a great showman, a highly skilled boxer who never trained really hard enough. Could have been much, much better if he'd had the work ethic of, say, Anthony Joshua. With his skills, he could have probably gone, well, I mean, he did it all, but he could have actually been better, right? But I think most people would say, looking at the 2 fights he had with Alexander Usyk, that he was beaten, and fairly comprehensively, in both fights. Now, I'm of the camp that say that he was beaten 3 times. I'm of the view that he was stopped in the first fight, and then he was beaten on points in the first fight. Round 9 could be on permanent loop in my home here, and I wouldn't get bored of it. I loved round 9. I just wish the ref hadn't interfered, and I wish that Usyk hadn't been such a gentleman, because virtually any other heavyweight boxer on the planet would have landed that last shot, and that would have been good night, Irene, for Tyson Fury. Can you imagine trying to pull prime 1972 or 3 George Foreman off like that? He's got 1 left in the tank. Or Riddick Bowe, or Iron Mike, or Lennox. No, they would have all got that last shot in. Usyk is too nice for his own good, to be honest with you. Anyhow, I digress. In the first fight, it was awarded as a split decision win for Usyk. I thought it should have been a unanimous decision. I don't know, 115, 113, 116, 112. But anyhow, he still won. In the second fight, Usyk obtained a unanimous decision win. I thought actually Tyson performed a bit better, to be honest, in the second fight, but simply not good enough. I thought he was tired as well. You know, he's just carrying too much weight, and his legs are too old now. I mean, Usyk's legs are old as well, but Usyk has lived the life, right? Whereas Tyson, the publican's favourite. But anyhow, to believe that beat the effort beat the effort 2 times and the world knows the truth, it's plainly delusional. Like, he probably doesn't believe it either, but he's just trying to get fans to believe it. But he's clearly looking for a trilogy fight here. I mean, this would be the trilogy that I don't think anybody would want. Having said that, Usyk has alluded to the fact that he'd like one more fight, either a trilogy with AJ or with Fury. I don't want to see either. I mean, each of AJ and Fury went 24 rounds with Usyk. Each of AJ and Fury won, what, 7, 8 rounds? 9 rounds? Would you go as far as 9? You know, I feel like an auctioneer here. Any advance on 9? Any advance on 9? No. Like, they were both beaten comprehensively. I'm sure that the money is there, but if Usyk is going to have another fight after Dubois, my preference would be that he retire. I'd like to see him fight Joe Parker. That's the man who I want to see Usyk fight. And if Joe Parker is unavailable, which he wouldn't be, Ajit Kabayel. I think those are fights that would actually enhance Usyk's legacy and reputation. Beating AJ again, or Fury again, doesn't really add anything. Like, you've comprehensively beat both of them twice, right? Like, other than money, what's in it? Like, you know, you'd think now that Usyk, with one fight left in the bag after he fights Dubois, would look really to legacy. He's a generational great. If he wants to move into all-time great status, you know, he needs to have possibly 1 or 2 more names on that professional record. I'm not saying he isn't an ATG. I'm just saying, you know, to move him up the ladder, if you like. And beating Parker or Kabayel, but more so Parker, or beating, who else? No, doesn't really matter. Anybody in the top 5 would help, because when 25 years down the road, well, probably won't be me 25 years down the road, but anyway, you get the idea. People are going to be looking at names on the record, right? And having a third beat up of AJ or of Fury doesn't really get you anywhere. But adding Parker to that list, then, you know, a future historian could say, yeah, you know, he got into the heavyweight division, he had a couple of warm-ups, then he, you know, beat Dubois, then he beat AJ, then he beat Fury, and then put that other top 5 name in. And it will help in rating down the road, right? But anyways, it appears that Fury is angling for that trilogy. So who knows? I was hopeful that if Fury was going to come back, and I'm in the camp that is not missing him at all, to be honest with you. I don't really spend much time thinking about him unless he does something like this. I was hoping it would be AJ, just to put a period at the end of the sentence. I know it's too late, I know. But fighting Usyk a third time is... really? What are we doing here? Anyhow, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please enjoy the thumbnail. In the thumbnail there is his thing from X, And then there's a couple of pictures from round 9 of the first fight, which I'm just being mean. But hey, you know, bear with me. Okay, folks, thanks so much for watching. Got a couple of surprises coming up later today. It might be another Porky's Angels. Just saying. So, thanks for watching, folks. Bye-bye.